Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all to everybody who has listened to the show tonight. Great show on NWA, straight out of Compton, and talked about their legacy and everything. And I'll say more about my feelings on all of that here in just a moment. But as we do at this point of the show every week, we always give our guests an opportunity to close out the show. And of course, you hear this brother from time to time right here on Legacy Internet Radio. My brother Jay Grizzly Green's gonna close it out with his rant and his closing. My brother, what you got, man?
Thank you, Marcus J. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me here at LegacyInternetRadio.com. I appreciate it so much. Let me let y'all know what I've come across recently that I have a little rant about. There's a saying that we all belong to the human family, and this rings no more true to some recent information that I discovered tracing my lineage, my cultural lineage. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a little on the fair-skinned side, so it was obviously before I started this where this journey would have led me. But what I noticed and found out not only was the other ethnicities that were in my background, but just how did we become, as far as the African part of that background, become so detached from the economic and monetized portion of that background, where land was swapped and industries and practices were established. And I just got a couple of things I want to say to my forefathers about that. Screw you. Screw you. Sherman said that we would get our 40 acres and a mule, and we still haven't gotten it. But the black people and the African slave were the ones who built this country. If you don't like to hear that fact, I have some facts to show you straight out of my bloodline that might change your mind. So we all are part of one family, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the human family. That's Jay's, what'd you call it, Myrrh?
That's your Myrrh?
That's my Myrrh.
Well, you can't have a Myrrh because that's Marcus is unrelated. Right?
Oh, I got to have a Jur.
Grizzly's Gripes, man.
Grizzly's Gripes, right. It's just astounding, man. I wanted to let everybody know that when you do the knowledge and get more information, I'm not talking about spiritually or anything like that. Just basic information on where you came from on this plane. I'm not talking about your religious plane or your spiritual plane, just your physical plane, your X and Y chromosome brought you here. You'd be amazed at what you find, man. That's Jay's. They ain't even no gripe, Marcus J. I just, again, appreciate you for having me, brother.
Ain't no half step on Marcus J, live from the den of Legacy Internet Radio. Of course, you don't even have to thank us for allowing you to be here, because this is your home, brother. And anytime you got something going on that's on your heart and it's in your spirit, you want to come in here and share it, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is open up your mouth, let us know, and, you're here. I mean, we still missing on the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzly and Lissa P.
Y'all want a 3.0? Y'all holler at Legacy Internet Radio.
One day, hopefully we can. Hopefully one day we'll have a 3.0. But it is what it is. We got a lot of love for Jay Grizzly and Lissa P, and we appreciate the contributions that they made. First Lady, of course, of Legacy Internet Radio, and of course one of our co-founders, Jay Grizzly. And we appreciate any time that we are able to have either of them in the building with us here on Legacy Internet Radio. Of course, I got to go through my thank yous. Of course, special thank you to my brother Jay Grizzly for being here throughout the night here with us. And of course, special thank you to our sister Tony, who joined us earlier on in this evening on the show. Mr. LP Steven Sykes, who joined us. Special thank you to our brother Dave in L.A., David Wren, who, of course, joined us, gave us the perspective of NWA as someone who was a member of the NYPD during the height of the L.A. riots. He was in the middle of it, as well as someone who was a cop and having to deal with the F the Police song being on the street. So we appreciate him as well. At this time of the show, we always profile a missing and or exploited child. Tonight is no different. Tonight we are looking for Kayana Garvin. Kayana Garvin is missing from Alexandria, Virginia since July 1st, 2015. She's a 15-year-old black female. She's light-skinned, very fair-skinned, She stands 5'10", weighs 165 pounds, and she has blue eyes. So you can definitely spot her by that. She was wearing a tie-dye shirt, red shorts, and track shoes when she was last seen on July 1st, 2015, and she may be in the need of medical attention. So please keep your eyes open for Kayana Garvin, and contact the Alexandria Police Department at 703-746-6200 or call 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-843-5678 if you can spot her and you can help bring her home, bring home, of course, the young sister by the name of Kayana Garvin. Of course, thank you to everybody that listened to our show tonight. Special thank you to all our sponsors, JTL, Joseph Lewis Insurance. Thank you to Live Action Captions. And thank you to Free Spirit Enterprises for helping to sponsor us here at Legacy Internet Radio. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be in here doing this. Special shout out to our co-host, S.Y. Butler. We know you're listening tonight, and we hope that you're getting stronger, getting well, and get your ass back in here so that we can have you bring us the healthy, wealthy, and the wise. Our shows, say again now?
She an owl? Healthy, wealthy,
and wise.
Wise the owl. I don't know why.
Yeah, wise. Yeah, like the owl. Yeah, no doubt. We don't know which one she's gonna bring us, but she brings us one of those three, and she never tells me what she's doing, but she usually does one of those
better,
three.
sis.
Yes, absolutely, get better. Our shows here on Legacy Internet Radio, we're here every single day, 7 days a week. We appreciate those fearless folks who want to be down with us. We say what we gotta say, and we don't have no fear in saying it. And so if you want to be down with us, tune in to Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. On TuneIn every single Monday night. We have the flagship show. We're here every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. On Tuesday, you heard him here earlier, Mr. LP Steven Sykes, within Live and Radio. And he's got a great show with a lot of special guest hosts that he's been filtering in for the last few weeks. So you definitely want to hear him. On Wednesdays, we've got the Uptown Lounge at 7 p.m. Eastern, featuring the Great Debate at 8, where they profile two hip-hop artists in a battle style, hip-hop battle, old school style. So you don't want to miss that either. And then on Thursdays, you got double duty, starting it off with All Throttle Radio, the biker show from an urban perspective, fronted by your man Dirk Diggler and Bam Bam. Of course, you got New Breed Riders, as well as the Throttle King MC. So you got a lot to listen to with them. And then at 9:30 Eastern on Thursday nights, you've got the listening party, DJs, old school, beats, underground. These dudes go in and they give you commentary on the old school as well. So you definitely don't want to miss them. Then getting you ready for the weekend, you got the crew to pregame. They're on Friday nights at 8 p.m., getting you ready for the weekend. And ain't no telling what them cats going to talk about. I mean, literally everything is on the table with them. And then on Saturdays, we play replays of our weekly shows. So if you missed anything throughout the week, of course, you can catch up with us on Saturdays. And then, of course, Saturday evening going all night long, Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix. So we playing reggae from the evening on Saturdays all the way to Sunday morning, where Mr. LP Steven Sykes picks up again with Amplified Gospels. He's got gospel music that he's playing pretty much for about 24 hours, starting Sunday morning all the way into Monday morning. So you cannot miss any of the programming that we have here at Legacy Internet Radio. So it is time for me to give you my very, very brief closing here in my rant here tonight. We talked a whole lot about the N-words with attitudes here on Legacy Internet Radio, and a lot of people have taken me to task for playing music uncensored on our station. Our music will include pretty much all of the possible bad words that you can imagine. The N-word, the F-word, you hear some misogynistic stuff. I mean, pretty much all, everything goes with regards to the music, and why I hold firm on not allowing the talent when we have talk shows speak that way. I addressed it briefly earlier on in the show, and I'll address it a little bit more directly here now. truth of the matter is, I believe in free speech with regards to your artistic, and I know about free speech when it comes to your artistic talents. Whether you agree with those talents, whether those talents are positive, whether those talents lead you to the path of knowledge or whatever, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, here at Legacy Internet Radio, where independence is the key to building your legacy, if this is the path that you as an artist choose to take, I'm not going to hold you back from it. Some other locations may do that, and there are other places that you may get censored, but that's not something that we do here at Legacy Internet Radio with regards to the talent, the musical talent that you may hear. You may be offended, and I apologize for that, but at the end of the day, if you're offended, you're listening to the wrong show and the wrong station. As far as the folks actually talking and the talk shows that you hear, we have a choice as people who are speaking on a station where we say that independence is the key to building your legacy and socially conscious talk. So if we're going to speak socially conscious, then we're going to face our detractors who have an issue with us playing bad words and songs, and we're going to talk about it, and we're not going to run from it. Our motto here is at Legacy Internet Radio, we have no fear, and we're going to continue to have no fear, and we're going to continue to face whatever issue may be on the forefront in social media, in real media, in the law of the land. If you ever have any questions about anything that you hear on our station, feel free, holler at us, call us up. We ain't hard to find. 804-402-2893 is the number to dial.
What's the email? You give them the email?
LegacyInternetRadio@gmail.com. There you go. That's the email. So we ain't hard to find. You know, we feel very strongly about allowing artists to say what they want to say, while at the same time understanding that as commentary hosts and things of that sort, there's certain areas that we will make the choice not to go. To me, that is, in fact, the difference. That's the Marcus's unrelated rant that had little to do with what we in here talking about tonight. That's the end of the show, everybody. I want to remind everybody that independence is, in fact, the key to building your legacy. I also want to say peace to all the stars and all the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J will air in its entirety immediately following this show and this airing right now. So if you missed Miss Tony, if you missed Mr. LP Steven Sykes, if you missed Dave in LA, and if you missed my brother Jay Grizzy Green, you can turn it back on right now. Or matter of fact, don't go nowhere. Stay right where you're at right now, because it's going to replay. And then we're going to play NWA all night long. So for those folks that are offended, be pissed off, but keep listening. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. With Joey Grizzy, yours truly. We back right here next week. Peace.